if you could recall our conversation on DAVIDO's audio pregnancy last Friday. So those two ladies that were involved were now have been caught. For those of you that did not know, two ladies were actually talking about DAVIDO, saying that he impregnated one of them. Okay. Anyway, they've been caught and they were paraded. Now, you would think it's the police that paraded them. No. What happened was that his manager, allegedly, there was a bounty actually for whoever knows anything about them, they have to find them. So finally, they found them, and they were brought in handcuffs. We don't know where it was, somebody's house. We don't know whose house it was. But then the issue was that they were paraded by DAVIDO's manager. Now, we're asking, is that the right process? Should the police have been involved? What's the proper procedure in this kind of thing? Is this affecting their human rights?
Yes, of course. So, yes, when it broke, we jumped on it. I particularly said DAVIDO should do the legal thing with them. So there's criminal defamation. There's also civil defamation that he could have, pursued. And if it was civil, it's just to find them so you know the address with which to serve the processes and sue them. But these ladies were in handcuffs. On the video we saw on Instablog, they were in handcuffs and they were sitting, and somebody made a video of them saying that they've committed the crime of defamation. This is certainly not the police. This wasn't the police station. This wasn't the commissioner of police office. And even if you're a big man, the big man-ness means that you have connections to get the commissioner of police to intervene in this kind of case. How do you get handcuffs in your house and a manager, someone else making a video, and another person with another bad English? Because these ladies made bad English, but this person was calling defamation, and was making a video of these ladies in handcuffs. Nigerians, can we just do things legally?
So my question to you, what's the difference between this one and jungle justice?
We have a problem where people that have influence and have power and have money tend to feel above the law. They can do and undo. You hear things like, I will deal with you, I will lock you up in prison, nobody will do anything about it, I will call the police, they will arrest you, they will pick up your family, everybody. So those threats are actually not just threats. We've seen them play out in real time. So we have a case of someone feeling like, you've done me wrong, and I am totally for seeking justice, but seek justice legally. We must stop this case of having a rich person or a powerful person saying that you are owing me money, I'll call the police to arrest you just because I have the power to do it. So what DAVIDO did here is right. You can formally lodge a complaint against people for defamation to the police. But it is wrong for you to arrest them by yourself. You are not a law enforcement agent.
Bring them to your house.
Bring them to your house. You do a video of them making verbal confession. How did they get that? That is wrong.
Dehumanizing them.
My question to you, Nima, is that can those girls sue him?
They cannot sue him.
They will sue him for
fundamental rights to dignity and liberty has been abused.
Yes.
They can sue him and have that right enforced by the court. And for whatever amount, I think his 30 billion suggestion would also be good for them. Yes. Because now, people must learn to do things properly. The proper thing was for DAVIDO to petition the police and say, my character has been defamed, and this is what I want it enforced. And the police will find these girls, arrest them, and arraign them in court. Basic.
You can even help them.
DAVIDO can also find, like he did, put a bounty to them and say, I just want to know their address. If his lawyers don't know how to get their address, find their address, file a process so that they know where to be served. Basic. When they get to court, everybody say your case, I say my case. The judge determines whose right has been abused and how to redress that right. Not that I will go and pick them, I'm a big boy. Oh yeah, well, boys, like we had the video the other time of a lady who went to someone's house to take a picture. And she was so dehumanized in the man's house without law enforcement. Now they're taking laws into their hands.
We didn't see her get justice afterwards.
She did not.
So that's the thing. So because we think it's normal for you to actually harass and parade citizens, yes, they've wronged you. But there's a proper way of doing it. So we did not, in that story, we didn't do the right thing. And maybe that's why they felt it's normal.
For me, when I saw that video, like I saw young girls in handcuffs, chained to a chair, and I felt exactly, and I'm wondering, they are not thieves, they were not caught, So I think I'm going to stand with what everybody's saying here. We need to learn how to do things right. And I also, by now, the video has been on for how many hours now? No, this particular one, since yesterday. I expected the police to have reacted. They should have sworn in, exactly. So what are we waiting for? They should have sworn into action, go there, get those people out of that place, and take take up the case.
Oh, yes,
so now
find out why.
sitting down. Are they waiting?
God bless
are they
you
waiting for Davido to now take them to the police station? Because if you ask them, the thing you hear is that nobody made a formal report to us.
Exactly.
They should have an online presence.
Yes. Exactly. Let me take this call from Alex. Alex, are you there? Thanks for calling.
Good morning, Mariah.
Morning. Go ahead, please.
I just want to appreciate the good job you are doing in TVC. I want to also appreciate my sister, Obima Jolo. So I want to contribute on the last topic on the issue of closing of the border and the rest of them.
It's your view.
The closing of the border is okay, but the customs need to be overhauled. You know, they need to be overhauled because they are all corrupt, and therefore what they need is to clamp down rice and the other fuel. What they call it? You know, smuggling fuel out of the country. That's number one. That's number 2 things. But closing of the border cannot help much. Let the customs be overhauled. Because they're all corrupt.
Thank you very much for your thought. Because I know that the Controller General actually he's hands-on. This man is there. So he's doing everything to ensure we clean out the customs. So yes, there may be still there are bad eggs here and there, but I think he's doing quite a bit of work.
And we shouldn't say all. We can't generalize like that.
Just always
I'm excited about discussing this. Beyond what Davido did specifically, there are many other people that do this. There are many people that feel like because I've offended a rich person, I'm done for, and I can't even find redress with the police. The police should stop standing behind powerful, influential people and stand behind every citizen that has done something right. Criminalize those that have done wrong, punish them, but protect the citizens that have done right. Don't protect rich people alone. You're not meant to protect VIPs. You are paid to protect citizens of Nigeria, full stop.
So these same police have stood behind Davido in the past, which is why I would expect, I didn't expect them to do anything in 24 hours. These girls were arraigned on Davido's video that really was released in Tabloid.
We don't know who was
Davido was arrested some time back for alleged murder of a friend at a club.
Yes.
That Caroline Dajuma stood behind. We've waited forever to see how this matter was dropped, followed up, or whatever. We didn't hear anything from the police, but today he has handcuffs to put on 2 girls who's done a video about him.
We don't know for a fact that he actually... We know that the manager is Davido's manager.
Right.
We don't know if he sent him... No, let's be clear.
No.
We don't know if Davido sent him.
Okay.
We don't... That can be...
So the
that
purpose of talking about it is so that we'll have clarity on who is who behind this and who is going to pay for this on behalf of the girls.
So now, my producers are telling me now that the police have reacted. If they can send us what their reaction is, we'd like to share it with our viewers. But for now,
Andrew in Streatham says, even Davido's manager has broken the law. He has violated federal law. What kind of nation is this? This young generation of Nigerians, who are they? This is not the Nigeria I knew. You are in the UK now, sir. Honorable Ademola says, everybody wants to show that they are powerful without following due process. The problem is poverty, and many people don't even know their rights. Hence, they are constantly oppressed. Anyone caught doing stuff without following the law should be dealt with.
Let me take...
Gochuku says, new updates. The girls have been released. I feel it was just a stunt to promote his new single and keep him trending. Check his Twitter handle. He announced it himself, so we'll check that.
Okay, let me take this call. Good morning, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good morning, Morale. Hello?
Yes, go ahead. You're live. Go ahead.
Okay. We all cannot sleep on the same side of the bed. There are the... Am I on?
You're live. Go ahead. Please, we can hear you.
Okay. The discussion is actually based on 2 things. On which side you are on the economic school of thought. Are you for protectionism as a way of running the economy and building wealth? Or are you on the side of the free markets? Nigerians seem to think that protectionism is a way out of our economic quagmire. I beg to say that that is what we have been practicing in my 61 years in Nigeria, and yet we have not seen progress. Each time the government intervenes, take the area of cement, for example, which was being sold for 600 naira until we began to say, okay, we must buy Nigeria. Today, cement is almost 3,000 naira. You know, each time the government intervenes, prices go up. And I want to tell you that as an ex-military personnel, one of the strategies you use to bring down your enemy is to close down the borders. you are all, apart from one of you, are aware of the story in the Bible where the Assyrians laid a siege on the city of Jerusalem. And as much love as women had for their children, they ate their own children. So whenever there is a siege, whenever there is border closure, prices go up.
Right.
It's not an economic argument to say that I must buy something at a higher price because my brother in Nigeria is selling it, you know, instead of buying it cheaper from a different land. When the Chinese locked up their own country, their own Mao Zedong stayed in the country. His children stayed in the country. They were not traveling all over the place. Everyone there suffered the pain. Where is our president today? How many times has he traveled out of Nigeria? What about his wife?
So it's a holistic approach.
Yes. So
Thank you very much, sir. We're going to go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll focus on the response from the police on Davido's story. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
So we're going to focus on the police's response to the Davido story. Yes, Nima, tell us.
So the spokesperson for Lagos, Lagos State Police Public Relations Officer Bala Elkanah has faulted Edward Ija, that's the hype man, the side kick of popular musician Davido, for parading two women who accused Davido of impregnating them on social media. He went further to say that it was lawful, which I'm aware of, for a citizen to arrest a person and hand them over to the police, but not on handcuffs, sir, and not to parade them as well. Yeah. So a person breaks into your house, you can actually lock the room, you find them, till the police come. You can hold them down till the police come. You can have them in public, steal a phone, hold them down till the police come. But when you have access to the handcuffs and parade them possibly, that's totally out of line. So I don't like that they should be more...
So the police said, faulted what has happened. Did they pick him up?
No.
Has he been arrested? So it's enough to just say, okay, you have done wrong, my son. Okay, go, your sins are forgiven. Or you take him into, what's it called? Is it custody? And question him. We should see that you are working to protect the lives of your citizens, not lip service. I expected more from this.
Okay, so in the same response, however, the police mentioned the fact that when this happened with the case of Blessing Okoro, which we mentioned when we were having the conversation earlier, Blessing Okoro was the blogger who lied about a building, and Onyeze came and arrested and disgraced him. That the police disgraced her. The police said that they arrested Onyeze. So this is it's grounds for us to know that the police probably would carry out an arrest, and somebody will get compensated at the end of the day. The more, when we see more compensations, it might seem like, oh, it's money, they just want money. No. If there are penalties carried out for your wrong actions, it will serve as deterrence in future for other people not to do the same thing. So now people are hearing this now. They wouldn't do the same thing, which is to abuse people's human rights. We abuse housemaids because we think they cannot report to anybody. We abuse our drivers. Some people slap their drivers. Things like this shouldn't take place.
If you catch your driver that he stole money, or your house girl did something, you can't now beat them up or parade them, take a picture of how it's totally wrong. Because we see people do it.
Yes, they will take a video of housemates that stole money, or they will take video of drivers that did something wrong and post it online. It's not your right.
You can in your house.
The right thing to do when you find your maid stole money or someone that has done something wrong is to take them to the police station.
Yes,
but the police can parade them and you repost it. But not that you will parade somebody. It's not your job.
Can you clarify?
On sexual harassment and said to the girls, it's a smart world now, you have a smartphone, help yourself. So catch a confession on video on your phone, basic, but don't post it. Keep it for the police to come. You can make that video, and if you think that the police will compromise, release it out there, so that just be smart about it. But don't do it to the point where you cross the line. And the spokesman was saying, even if someone defamed your character, you are to hand over that person to the police immediately. But to parade that person is wrong. And the person being paraded has a right to sue. Private citizens have no right to parade another person. So parade is exclusively the job of the police.
That was the point we wanted to make to ensure that.
And I consciously brought it to the home, to the housemates, to the drivers, anybody that has committed anything against you. You have no right to publicize their face until they've gotten convicted by the police for what they've done wrong. It's not your job.
On that note, we'll take a very quick break, and when we come back, we'll be discussing property fraud Stay with us. We'll be right back.